Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today for May 18th, 2023. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting right now, including Comcast says they can make more money from cord cutting than cable TV subscribers. We'll take a look at that claim. Warner Brothers Discovery had their big upfront event. This is where they talk to advertisers and kind of promote their upcoming fall schedule. A lot of news about Max and more there. We're going to talk about all that and a whole lot more in this video. First though, hey, if you want to learn more about these stories, not just hear my opinions, check out the show notes down below and in the first pinned comment. I'll link to each story there so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinions. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you think down in the comments. Also, if you're new here, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping me support my family and support everybody who works here. We would really appreciate your support. Hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. Just by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up, it really does help. All right, let's dive into this because this week, Comcast's CEO spoke at the Muffet-Nathanson's conference. And this was, I believe, their first time they've held this particular conference. Muffet-Nathanson covers, and I really do hope I'm saying that right, they're a research firm covering cable TV, streaming services, etc. They cover the kind of the whole world of TV services. You probably heard me talk about their stats on subscriber numbers and more in the past. Well, during that, the CEO of Comcast at this event had a fireside chat, and he had some interesting things to say about their efforts to stop cord cutting, or at least make it profitable, stop the losses from cord cutting. And according to Comcast's CEO, he said, we make more money and that's part of our revenue shift of the company. If people are cord cutting, yes, we lose revenue, but we lose expense and therefore it may not be such a big deal. We'll stop there real quick in his quote. Talking about the expense of having to run a traditional cable TV service. I find that interesting. Because the only way to really get rid of that expense is to shut it down like we've talked about other cable companies doing. Is Comcast concerned shutting down their traditional cable TV service? I don't know. But that's really what they have to do if they really want to cut that expense out. Let's keep going here real quick with this quote. As long as they take our broadband on the other side, he says, they can make more money. We can envision a day where broadband is even more valuable to them and to us and to the shareholders. Okay then, so big problem here. Comcast added just a handful of broadband customers. In the first quarter of 2023, they added just 32,000 broadband customers. You consider that T-Mobile added tons of 5G wireless customers. Increasingly, a lot of cord cutters are not stopping at TV for cord cutting. They're cutting the cord on their traditional cable TV internet service and going with Verizon 5G home internet, T-Mobile home internet, fiber, SpaceX, and a host of other smaller internet companies that are popping up all over the country. There's never been more options for home internet, and it's growing rapidly here. Amazon's talking about launching their home internet. They're hoping to get some satellites in space this year and really be able to start offering it in select markets, select testers next year with it. Is this just a bunch of PR buzz here? I don't know. I do understand some of it. That yes, being able to drop cable TV's cost does free up a lot of expenses there. For one, also it frees up more bandwidth. When that internet comes down the copper cable to your home, there's also TV on that. So they're splicing the data bandwidth there between internet and TV. It's part of the reason they went from analog TV to digital TV that requires a box to decode it. Takes up a smaller portion of that copper cable's bandwidth, freeing up more for internet. If you would drop that, you can go all in on broadband and have more internet speed there and more. But, you know, they still have legacy costs until they would decide someday to join a growing number of TV cable companies and just say, hey, TV's not worth it. We're going to either go streaming only with our own streaming service, or as we saw with like Wow this week, partner with a YouTube TV-like service to replace it. They're still going to have expenses there. We'll see. Now, he went on to talk about Comcast a little, or Comcast's Peacock service a little bit here. Now, Peacock is losing a lot of money. Of course, they have an ultimate plan here to turn that around. Primarily, it seems to be built on sports. But here's what he said. A Peacock subscriber is not as valuable today, but it's a lot closer than it was a few years ago when you combine the fee as compared to being a free service, now being $5 a month. Paraphrasing a little bit there. Robert said, and then the advertisers hopefully can double that and get you in that kind of money we've been getting from distributors over time. And you can see a path to transitioning from this point to the other side of the river. So he's saying here basically that they're really going to lean in on advertisers with the $5 plan here with Peacock. Now, we've heard for a long time that Hulu with ads is actually more profitable than Hulu without ads because of the profitable ads. I'm not sure if that's still true. A little bit of a drop in ad revenue across the board in all ad sectors right now. Partially because there's so many new options for advertisers, partially because advertisers have cut back spending a little bit with the economy. We'll see. But clearly Comcast has a plan, like you said, to get to the other side of the river, become profitable. Will it work? I have real reservations about this idea that people are just going to switch from cable TV to more expensive internet broadband. The problem being is there's so many new options. Verizon at $25, T-Mobile at $50, SpaceX under $100 now in many markets. I know some are over $100, depends on where you live for theirs. Amazon's home internet. Fixed wireless 5G is coming from AT&T too in select markets. Fiber options, the list goes on and on. I really do think that this may be well-intended. This may be their plan. Will it work out? I don't know. I've long said I don't think that internet is going to save cable TV just because there's too many options coming on the market. We'll see. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of Comcast's plans. But we have a whole lot of other news, starting off with Warner Brothers Discovery's big upfront event where they announced a lot of stuff, including, let's kind of run through some of this really fast. Adult Swim is moving to 6 p.m. They recently moved it to 7 p.m. Now they're going to move it to 6 p.m. They didn't say exactly when that will happen, but it will happen. This kind of comes as many people reported that most viewers of Adult Cartoon Network is increasingly aging up, a lot older than they want. And it was reported that 75% of the viewers during the coveted, I want to make sure I get this right, 68%, viewers in 2022 during the coveted 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. were over the age of 18. With that happening, you can see why they're moving Adult Swim earlier and earlier. Increasingly, viewers that are younger are going to YouTube, TikTok, Discovery's streaming services, Disney Plus, etc. Not watching cable TV. I got a 10-year-old, doesn't watch any cable TV, to be honest with you. It's all streaming services. So we'll keep an eye on that. Warner Brothers Discovery also announced at their upfront event that they intend to bring sports to Max. They said they'll have more information on that later, but they do intend to bring sports over to the Max streaming service that's launching next week. So we'll keep a very close eye on that. They also announced plans to have just 3 to 4 minutes of ads per minute on their $9.99 ad-supported plan, and that content that airs live on cable TV will come to Max the same day that airs on cable TV on their network. So if you're looking to watch content there, you'll be able to watch it on Max the same day with that. So we'll see how that all plays out. Live sports is a big thing. Will this be like Peacock, where it'll be exclusive deals? You know, Peacock's got that new NFL playoff game that'll be exclusive to Peacock. Some Big Ten sporting events will be exclusive to Peacock. Notre Dame games have been exclusive to Peacock. This is going to be stuff that doesn't necessarily air on TNT, for example, but could be exclusive to Max. We'll have to wait and see how that happens. They say they will have more news on that later. All right, Amazon announced a new line of Echo devices, including 4 new devices, with a new Echo Show 4, a new smaller, cheaper Echo Pop, which is a very, very small Echo device that with a nice speaker in there at $39.99, and new Echo Buds, an Echo Auto, now available in more countries, and more with that. The new Echo Buds are available for pre-order at just $39.99. After the pre-order period ends, they go up to $49.99, making them either way very good earphones in the budget price. I've always said that $50 and below for wireless earbuds is the budget-friendly price. Seems like Amazon's attacking that with a very feature-rich, very nice set of earbuds for the price. All right, let's keep moving along. Google, if you have an old Google account you haven't logged into a while, Google is joining Twitter in basically wiping out older Google accounts. They're basically saying, hey, we have all these accounts that may not have been used in 10 plus years. They're tying up valuable usernames. If you don't log in soon, we're going to wipe those out and make them once again available to use. So if you have an older Google account that you haven't used in a long time, maybe it's time to go over there, log in, try to recover that, try to use it with it before it goes out. So keep that in mind. That also goes for Twitter too. Roku also had big news today. They're diving deeper into sports. A huge new women's tab. They are going to make women's sports more visible in their new sports area, so you can see all the live women's sports happening at one time. A little less press, but they also announced that golf is getting a tab for all the free golf or all the golf content that you can watch through your accounts is now getting a tab in the Roku Sports area. If you want to find these and be able to track all the women's and golf sports, the new Roku Sports Hub is a great way to track sports, see what sports are happening across multiple devices. Check it out, link in the details down below to find out more. And lastly, Earthlink is launching a live TV service that's basically just VidGo. This is powered by VidGo. Earthlink is an internet provider, does fiber and a whole bunch more. They resell internet services from many places. But with that, you can now also bundle live TV through VidGo, which includes up to 150 channels, starting at, if I can find the right pricing here, $64.95 a month for 110 channels, or $84.95 a month for 150 channels. It includes DVR and a whole bunch of other features. One more live TV service launching here with things like ESPN and more in it. If you want to learn more about it, check out the show notes down below. I'll pull a link to all these stories down there. Well, that's it. I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Take care. Be safe. Thanks for your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. I really do appreciate it.